9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. Might be time to retire. Might be time to retire. The Happy Lunar New Year background wallpaper. I seem to have opened the wrong ICC. Oh no. Oh no, 184, too strong. I seem to have opened the wrong Leechus. Let me see if the other one is the right one. But I do like this board. It has a little bit of an opacity to it. Let's just see if the other one is the right one. Community, teams, dojo, Wang Li. Yeah, I think the other one is the correct one. Trying to get it to resize. It is so huge. Alright, let's see if we can swap this one out. For this one. Make sure that it's readable at 110%. That's strange. You can see that there's a borderline between. I guess that would be true of every one of them, right? Let's try this one. Community, teams. I have 3 Leechess windows open. The brown board or the green board? I don't know which one, honestly, is which one. So this one has a 50 for a puzzle streak. This one is brand new for a puzzle streak. So maybe, just maybe, this is the correct one. Let's go back to that one. Close that one. Switch to this one. And this one you can also see the border at the top. Unless I'd make it that size. So strange. C'est la vie. make it a little bit lower. Setting off some time in the Discord. I would like to go back to the Swiss format. I would like to go back to the Swiss format, but why aren't you subscribed, Fulberg? I almost didn't get your message there. I do like the fact that subscribers... I want Fulberg to try that on YouTube. The Swiss format during the school year was a little unclear on the finishing time, so I didn't get out of here so easily, quickly, on a variety of moments. So I was often, running late to school. Plus, the trains are messed up because of construction on the Far Rockaway line, so they are ending it in Howard Beach. So as a result, with the shuttle bus service and stuff like that, it's even more important to be on time. So right now, the board is in green. Fulberg is in the middle of a battle. This could be a very short stream if we're not careful. So what about this one? The puzzle streak here is at 50, right? The puzzle streak in the other Tuesday mornings are the worst as far as people. No, I don't want you to have money. I'm saying that you could, I want you to try it on YouTube. We're going to get those followers up so we can make sure that he gets a gift sub. Fulberg is here every single time as a valued member of the dojo. I have a very risky student coming up on Thursday. Brand new student. I don't know if he can play in tournaments often enough. That's the only thing that I'm afraid of. So let's see here. I'm going to try to edit this window so that you don't see that border above the background while I'm at it. This is even riskier. Make this very big so I can see it clearly. There we go. Oh, you can still see it. Darn it. Puzzle streak summer window. Interesting. Simultime window. I didn't realize they were already up in this one, the chess.com window. That is screen 1. I don't know which screen 1 is. Let's see what screen 1 is. Which one is screen 1? Oh, that's screen 1. Fascinating. So if I wanted the entire screen...
Now birds.
Said. Hello there.
That is a very cool background. I love the Windows background. Is that a walkway? Where is that located? That hand holding the walkway. Yes, thank you, Fulberg. So... the YouTube sub on Twitch works better because it's a little less expensive. Namaste, sir. I accidentally ordered 350 of these coffee cups. So as a result, I mean, they were so cheap. That's the problem. When you order them in a massive amount, they were much cheaper. Except that I didn't realize that the amount had changed when the brand that I wanted.
Said. Wait, what?
No, the when you're on YouTube, right? You are talking on YouTube, right? Oh, that's no words. Oh, no words. Oh no, I was actually asking Fauberg. Since I did not get his text-to-speech in Twitch, if he went to YouTube, I believe he would get his text-to-speech there. So I don't miss anyone when there's multi-streaming going on. What is going on? Did I not get a game? By Rocktar. I'm about to ask Mayori Lu's mother, who's coming up in a future stream. Uh-oh, it's
Think
opening
Twitch
up.
is sub only and YouTube is anyone.
Right. YouTube could be anyone, but I'm crossing my fingers that people give it the complimentary sub. But YouTube could be anyone. I think it's also set to subscribers on YouTube. I'll check the... Hold on, I'm trying to amend. Oh no. I'm trying to amend the content display to only see, to not see the border background. You see how the border background is showing at the top of the screen? Alright, let's do that. Let's pull it down just a little bit more. Then over here. Control Z. There we go. So align it with the 0 at the top. We're going to align it with the follower goal beginning. That's close enough. And there seems to be, oh, the chat scroll. So now you don't see the brown above.
Said. That looks good.
There we go. I got it as close as possible now. Now I can lock it in place and I can the annoying part is I do my own layouts. I'm wondering if I should cut off the right side with that bar. Oh, it's still there. Oh, if I go in too much, then it's going to cut off the please be ready, right? So it has to be right there on the please be ready. Almost on the P. Nope. C'est la vie. I'm going to find out later if there's a downside to this. Let's lock that Lichess capture window. Alright, now this window. Let's not do this one again. We're going to give him the bird. Not intentionally, of course. This time we're not going to make the mistake that we made earlier.
Now Earths.
Said. Hoberg don't have to, just type on YouTube for TDS.
Is Voberg saying something? I wasn't there. Oh. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Did I accidentally play what I think I played? With black automatically having a standard. Oh, just in time. He had it last move. Instead of bishop e7, he could have played exactly this. And I wouldn't have had time to have my e-pawn moved. Nor would I have had that move. And I wouldn't have had time to get my queen to c2 on this. Either. Wow, my timing was off by one tempo. And that one tempo was obviously the f4 move. Black had the refutation c6 and a5 to the move b4. Really? You're going to play there? Let us see. Let us see what's going on here. I don't mind my king being displaced a little bit for the sake of science. Oh no. Am I going to be in danger? I could be in a lot of danger here, folks. So now we swiped a pawn. We got back just in time to be able to play this move. And knight to b3 is annoying. Knight to b3 is very annoying. Let's try to keep him under complete and close scrutiny. Yes. So now can I play this move or that move? Is this going to be a hanging problem? All right, YOLO. YOLO. Knight c1, knight b3, knight c1, knight b3, a4. So here a check, there a check. It's getting a little sketchy. Knight b3. And now we're safe with the bishop again. Where is this knight going? Rook c8. I don't like it. I don't like rook c8. And now for something completely different. Oh no, and he's got an out. Does he have an out? I don't have a choice. That was weird. That was very, very weird. Oh, I lost on time, not realizing that it was 3 plus 2. I was fine in that position, by the way. I was very fine. Giving my opponents the bird. Lasker preferred e3 on move number 2. And Faubourg is still making this strategic mistake of playing knight c6. Let's reinvest our time and effort and money into the center. And he gives up 2 tempi to get the bishop pair. Must go away. Now d4, the pawn really will be hanging. But not anymore. All right, moment of truth. How much am I really getting out of this deal? Am I getting all 3 pawns? Oh, no, I'm not. That's a bummer. Knight takes, bishop check. It is a free pawn. Or is it a free pawn? I don't know if it's a free pawn. But it is where my king lives. So that is a little bit of a trick. We're going to need to trade some pizzas. So now, let's keep the threats alive. Keeping the threats alive. And we're going to go after the weaknesses, a la peanut butter, sandwiches. Can he castle? He could castle. Queen G3. Castle's queenside. Takes H5. H3. Alright, let's see how it goes. We will cross our fingers on this note. Queen H4, knight takes E5, F takes E5, queen takes E5. And this king couldn't castle there. However, do I wish to play it this way? I promised myself that I would. Yes, yes. Well, he rushed that one. He could have played F5. He rushed it. He should have played F5 first. F5 first. He rushed taking the knight. My knight wasn't going anywhere, by the way. Yes.
Dark Blade
said. Tactical mod incoming.
Tactical mod incoming. Oh, I had Queen H4. Darn it. I had Queen H4 on the previous move. Silly me.
now Earths.
Said. Look out.
Tactical mod incoming. Dragon Emperor. Namaste. AKA Dragon Blade. May 12th.
Dark Blade
Said. How are you doing, Sensei? I've finally taken my last difficult exam, one easy left.
Oh man, am I in trouble? Mm-hmm. Can I get out of dodge here? I don't know if I can. I think he might actually beat me in very legitimate fashion. He might actually beat me in very legitimate fashion.
Dark blade.
Said. You're surviving.
I am surviving. That much is true. It looks as though life has gotten very difficult. What a silly idea to take that pawn, right? $18 minutes left in the arena. How does this look? Hold on. Oh, it's okay.
Dark blade.
Said. He should have swapped the queens off right.
Yeah, he should have swapped the queens when he had the chance. We're answering e4 with e5. Now, since we've been studying Alekhine and Maori Lu, I don't know if this is worthwhile, but we will find out.
Now Earths.
Said. All bets on draw.
All bets on draw, you say. Wow. Wowie, wow, wow, wow. Maybe Queen F6 was better. Maybe Queen F6 was better, but we'll find out. Darn it. I don't like it one bit. Am I down a pawn, though, for this mess? I'm not even down a pawn, right? I'm not down a pawn, so therefore, this should be okay. Correcto? Correcto. I did want to play c5. I should have taken the free knight. What was I doing? Oh my god, what was I doing? I should have taken the free knight. Same idea, second verse, same as the first. Uh-oh. But now where's the queen going? Looks like he has to almost lose the exchange or allow me in. Oh, that's funny. Darn it. It's a very annoying move. A very, very, very annoying move. Who has the Vic or squares, booby? Pawn takes or rook takes? Can I get through there? I might get through there. Moment of truth. Pawn takes. Oh no! I had to play Queen E2. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. All of my anxious moments whew. He had rook f7 with the same idea as rook f8. It was a great idea, rook f8. But he just had to follow through with rook f7. I can't believe that I survived that one. Once again. All bets on draw. Wise guy. I'm not fast enough with the rewards. I need a ready-made command to set the prediction, and it needs to be like a 30-second prediction too, right? Will Master Chess Dojo draw this one? Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. I need to have that ready-made command ready to cut and paste. We're giving everybody the bird today. Chess Nerd 1993. How are you? Yes. Well, that's silly. Because now you don't have the attack that you once did. Viv, I'll have to see. Should I have done that first? Maybe. Bishop takes d6. I was too hasty on my next move. Yeah, indeed I was. I wanted to play bishop takes c6 check, impairing the pawn structure before I played castles. That would have been far better. We've loosened up the kingside pawn structure.
Now Earths.
Said. Dark Blade 512. Any idea how to do one command prediction for game results?
What in the world? So, I don't have a choice. Otherwise, he's ruining my kingside pawn structure. And now,
Said.
he can no longer
In
castle.
game R and give me 1 minute.
One command prediction for game results.
Sorry, I can only give you 2.
So now, I'm still okay. Relatively okay. You can have that one. I don't mind. I do like your pieces to be overworked in many directions, many categories. So, and now for something completely indifferent. My Tyrion. There's a blast from the past, from the glory days of Game of Thrones. Tyrion.
Tyrion Manda.
Thanks for following.
So, moment of truth. I am getting a rook to the 7th rank. So far we've improved all of our stuff. And we have a fork. And we have a fork. This guy plays pretty good. His rating is very misleading. I hope he gains tons of rating points for losing this game to me. No. The insta response, by the way, the insta response was, even though it might not be any better, was bishop takes g2 because you have 3 pawns for the piece. For what it's worth, you still can't castle. So I'm not entirely sure how to get out of this mess. So what did I have back here? 1. Bishop takes c6 was still the best move, followed by bishop e3. b5 and black is better. This was a little hasty, right? Takes, and he should have played c5, c4. And he gets his piece back, but instead he gets his piece back on that square, and I missed my chance to take a free piece. Right? e5, fe5, queen f2.
Dark blade.
Said. Now Erds 123, there is prediction you might want to look into that.
No, there is slash prediction, right? Juba chess, namaste. Soterian Manda. I am FIDE trainer and National Master
Dark
John
Blade
MacArthur.
512, no, not like that.
So if I do slash prediction, wait, slash prediction doesn't work unless I need, oh, slash prediction does do that. So if I have the same prediction set up, it remembers it. Two minutes left in the arena. No time for the old it out, love. Did I lose? Oh no, I was the only guy that beat him? That's crazy. Hold on, let's just expand this picture.
Now Erds.
Said. That's one way to do it.
You guys are amazing. You guys really are.
Now Erds.
Said. Sensei wants predict, so when he runs predict it starts a 30-second one with win and lose, but I don't know how without a plugin.
Without a plugin, right. That would have to be the case. I lost my first 2 games. That was really sad for the day, right? Very sad. When I started the day, I was 2104. I lost the maximum amount of Yuba chess. Namaste. Thank you for the follow. I was debating doing a simul, but I could just bring up the Discord call on stream and we could actually have a Discord call about the achievements, but I don't know if we want to talk about all that stuff on stream. You're challenging me. We have challenge point rewards set up for this, and sub Sunday / sub Saturday for those things. I should do follower Friday. Let me write this down before I forget. Follower Friday. That doesn't get any scarier than that. Challenges. Follower Friday. Sub Sunday / Saturday. How many points did I lose? I lost 11 there. And then I must have lost another 9 there. Doesn't account for everything. I must have set myself up as an entry at 2104 when I was a little bit higher. The drawback is that when you have all these events, right, like Arthur Mackenzie's birthday arena, this is the, the Mackenzie from the Scottish Chess Championship fame.
Said, Juba Chess, there is a follower bullet challenge. I could redeem one for you if you want to play.
Aww. You are awesome, sir. But I thought we were going to work on our Twitch stuff right away. That's the awkwardness. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Alright, so one line command. I'm going to look into it too. My programming days are behind me. Prediction. Will Master Chess Dojo finish in the top 3?
Said, I looked a bit into the prediction API endpoint https dev twitch TV docs API reference create prediction, and there is a clear way to make a command for a prediction.
Nice.
Now Earth.
You're a beast,
Said,
sir. I might actually
Hope
learn
we
something
going to
from
talk
you.
after the stream on the Discord.
It was in the staff. It was the staff meeting on predictions. Not to mention, we'll find out who has the best radio voice besides me. Obviously, it is easier than typing, yes. Miles plays chess. Good morning. Is this the same Miles that I know from New York City? Moment of truth. I did finish in the top 3, but barely.
Said, I'll set up a staff voice chat real quick.
Thank you so much, Darkblade. Different Miles from Minnesota. What part of Minnesota? I spent summers in, wait for it, Argyle, Minnesota.
Now Earth.
Said,
Many summers as a
Dark
youth
Blade 512,
in
we're
Argyle,
looking at,
Minnesota.
Can you do the prediction thing, or is that too hard?
On the way to Argyle, Minnesota, just to let people know roughly where it is, I got a speeding ticket in Fargo. I got a speeding ticket passing through Fargo on the way to Argyle, Minnesota. And just to let you know how long ago it was, without giving away the fact that I'm still only 39 years old, I got a 50% off discount for wearing my seatbelt because the seatbelt law was not yet in effect, at least in Fargo. So that is something to Google. When did the seatbelt law go into effect? Yes, I played in St. Paul and Minneapolis at the Castle Chess Club. I can only imagine who's still there after all these years. a very good friend of mine. I did play I did play at least one of the Zelkins. Mike Zelkin was the old grand man of chess back in the day. No way. The Castle Chess Club. I'm glad to know that it's still there. Interesting story. I'm not going to tell you how old I was. In fact, I probably shouldn't even be telling this story on stream. But, watch, this is now everybody's ears perk up on this one, right? I was working as a clerk. I don't think I was an assistant manager yet in a convenience store. And many people would come in all the time. And a friend of mine who was a Greyhound bus driver was coming in for coffee and said, "Oh, I can't stand these early, 7 a.m. / 8 a.m. / 9 a.m., whatever time it was, trips to Minnesota at this hour." And I said to myself, "Self, are you interested in going to Minnesota?" So I approached her. Now, of course, she was a very voluptuous woman, somewhat attractive.
Dark blade.
And I was very young. I was
Now
probably
Earth's
half of her
123,
age.
I'll look into it. Basically, I verified it's possible. Now I need to find if any bot we're using supports any way to make a custom command for that API call.
Nice. So Miles plays chess. She's a Greyhound driver. I asked her, is there a jump seat like for other drivers, like on an airplane when people need to return home, or for friends to fly free? Ba-dum-bum. And she goes, "Why, yes, there does happen to be possibly an empty space on this bus, but if it's sold out, you will not get on." But it's hardly ever sold out. So I'm like, all right, how much time do I have? And she goes, hardly any. I was getting off the midnight to 8 shift, and I had just been working all night long. And she basically said, "We've got to go now." So the other person had already come in and was already in the back prepping for the next shift, which was 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And they get help around 10 a.m. for the morning rush, or the 9 a.m. for the morning rush. So 2 other people were coming in. And I said to myself, "Self, how often are you going to get this opportunity?" So she and I went off to Minnesota. And that night I was playing at the Castle Chess Club. Interesting story. I don't know if it was the Mall of America yet at that time, but I have no clothes with me.
Said Darkblade 512 HTTPS API Docs Nightbot TV Introduction.
So I have no clothes with me. So I literally get off the bus and buy a pair of jeans and a knapsack to put my uniform shirt in from the convenience store. Basically, and I just changed clothes in the restroom of the mall area, which is it's like a pseudo mall. It might have actually been the Mall of America. Alexa, when did the Mall of America come into being in Minneapolis?
Here is an answer from an Alexa Answers contributor that I translated. The Mall of America, also known as MOA, opened its doors to the public on August 11, 1992.
No.
This gigantic mall is located in Bloomington, Minnesota.
This would have...
within the Minneapolis-St.
Oh, no, this
Paul
isn't the Mall of America. This would not be the Mall of America. Never mind. That would be outside Minneapolis. That's in Bennington. So, yeah, no, it was a major mall, though, in downtown Minneapolis. I remember it had several floors to it, and it took me a moment. So I literally changed clothes, bought deodorant, because I did not want to spend any money on cologne because that was far more expensive. So I bought a pair of jeans, t-shirt, underwear, and deodorant. And then later that night, by the time the day was over, I was playing in the Castle Chess Club that night. Although she told me I would have to find my own way back home, right? Because there's no guarantee that she would be there. But apparently, She also did an overnighter and waited for me, and then drove me back the next morning. We ended up at her place because it was only blocks away from the convenience store, because she had promised to return me to the convenience store, where I did not live that far away, maybe a mile or two walk or whatever, but my car was parked at the convenience store the entire time. And I ended up at her place, and just to date the time frame, Miles, it was, believe it or not, she had a waterbed. First time experience on a waterbed. So A, Greyhound bus. B, impromptu decision to go and play chess at the Castle Chess Club. C, first time experience on a waterbed with a different kind of a ride. Not the Mall of America. But bump. Needless to say, it was quite the weekend. So Saturday, I think it was Saturday morning to Saturday night, and then Sunday morning was the completion of the adventure, which did not necessarily end there. We were not necessarily together because of the age difference, but she was, let's just say, always available whenever. She wasn't always available. I take that back. She was actually dating someone shortly after that. But because I was so young, our situation couldn't be taken seriously. But it was quite beneficial for both sides. No, this had nothing to do with marriage. My first wife was a chess player from another country. Note that I said my first wife was a chess player from another country. My second wife, my current wife, the love of my life, is not a chess player from another country. Rademacher sounds familiar. Only the name, though. Hold on, I have to adjust. I cleaned my desk, so my monitors are a little bit out of sync. The corner of that the corner of the monitor was a little bit behind the other monitor. You just sync up these monitors going all the way across. I don't think that I have. But yeah, that was quite the experience. Unfortunately, I wish I could tell you that was my first experience, but it was only my first experience on a waterbed. Now that I think about it, it might have been my last experience on a waterbed, because those were such a fad of the 1980s. Like, I sold waterbeds in the 1980s at the age of 5, right? Since I'm 39 years old, I sold waterbeds in the 1980s. Briefly, with the manager who lived across the street from me, who, believe it or not, was the person that took me to my first chess tournament, because I did not know that chess tournaments existed. I had no idea that chess tournaments existed. And Tom Walsh was his name. And of course his son was Tom Jr. The cross tables were coming up all the time in our Facebook group for the Midwest. But Miles Plays Chess, that's totally awesome that you were playing at the Castle Chess Club. There was an older gentleman who was very eccentric, with a cowboy hat, who wore all leather, I remember, that stood out from the club. And he was, you know who I did know, who was a roommate of mine? Bill Paulson, who has settled down and had a family. William Paulson, he's a master player. I basically used to be able to give him 5 to 1 on the clock. 5 minutes to 1 minute, and he was a master. Oh, but a poll is different from a prediction, right? Let's just see this. Invalid parameter specified. Invalid parameter specified. Don't you hate those rude words? Invalid. I've got your parameter right here. All right, I got your parameter right here. Invalid parameter specified.
Said. It's external no P.
So if I do that same command.
Now words.
Said. Dark blade 512 riv.
So what if I type that command? Where did that command go? It was exclam poll. Is this a successful poll? Let me type it on my end from behind this in Streamlabs. Invalid parameter. Parameters new / results. So it's not a pipe. Maybe it's not a pipe.
Now words.
Said. Problem is at external site, not on Twitch.
Ah. Poll.
Dark blade.
Said. Don't bother Sensei, it makes it on a different site and posts a link.
You are correct. So if I do
49 raiders from.
Oh my God.
Antenna chest.
Have joy.
Army, and if we get killed, we'll be lost in limbo till
Namaste, Katana Chess. How are you? Well, lovely to see you. Easily one of my favorite Lee Chess streamers. Except for one small detail. I believe she may have signed a paper. How was your stream? Namaste. Whoops. No, I didn't finish. Wait a minute. How did I misspell that? 1 second. Shout out Katana Chess. Oh, that's how I misspelled it. I'm just talking to my mods. We're about to set up rewards for the dojo, by the way. Please check out the dojo on Lee Chess. We have on weekends and during the week, Blitz and
Dark Blade 512 HTTPS Dev Twitch TV Docs API predictions.
No, thank you, Quintana. You know, I did not realize that GM Tom's was a different relationship than your brother. Because you seemed so much younger than him in a way. I thought he was like your older brother. And bum. Is that hysterical or what? I actually thought that he was her older brother. I just automatically my mind just went in that general direction. Katana Chess has been streaming for quite some time. I don't know if you started during COVID. How long have you been streaming? Namaste. We have quite a number of things. You can check out the Great Games of Anand on my YouTube channel. I do a series of, and I am also streaming simultaneously on YouTube, which allows for pardon me, our mods and I were just talking about setting up these rewards and doing channel predictions.
Said. Now Ertz 123.
And we're about to head over
bot developer to see, not for me unless I create a bot explicitly for this. Also a bot called
to the
Streamer
Discord.
Bot has this feature.
Very good. And are we going to reach our follower goal? We could actually reach our follower goal today, and I could give 5 gifted subs. With the 49 that have just arrived, I want to thank everybody for being here. Alexa, turn on Dojo. I'm very white as a result of it. These are all chess books. I have 2 floor-to-ceiling chess bookshelves to my left, which are similar to the ones that you see in the back. There are 2 over there that are floor-to-ceiling with chess books that are duplicates or ones that I hand out to students on the top. On occasion, I have the tactics in the chess opening series, which I often give to students on that end. And I have to send some to Nico Demonius in St. Petersburg because he shipped to my school and here in New York City I should do an about. And on the other side of me, so here I have two bookcases also, floor to ceiling. The first one is the World Champions and Notable Players biographies, which have now started to go across the bottom shelf over there.
Control for stream elements also can prop easier than figuring it out.
End games, tournament books, tactics books on the top 6 shelves. Not to mention we have all the knickknacks and everything on the store. For several years, I did a page-a-day calendar with Robert Byrne. And this is the 2002 edition? No, this is the 2000 edition. There are several up there. I just have things that are... I haven't moved these in a while. I have a cleaner coming this coming weekend now that I've straightened up the books that were sitting on the sofa to my left. And I have a few more things to put away. We have Ding Loren and Gukesh from Singapore, which was my recent trip. But yeah, every day there's a puzzle on the page-a-day calendar. You know, it sits on your desk and you rip it away, and on the back is the answer. Grandmaster Robert Byrne, yes, the Grandmaster that lost to Bobby Fischer in 20-ish moves, 21 moves. And I did that calendar for about 3 or 4 years. I think we started, the first one is 1999, and then ironically, I won Foxwoods in 1999, so you can see my memorable games on YouTube. Thank you all for being here. Please follow, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I was just telling Miles Plays Chess a very not so appropriate for all audiences story about my first waterbed encounter, and it involved an impromptu trip to Minneapolis to the St. Paul Castle Chess Club in the Twin Cities. I have an advice for someone who wants to be an NM who can make a living teaching chess. Well, where are you now? And what is the trajectory Miles Plays Chess? By the way, you have text-to-speech options for free on YouTube. And that way I will not miss a message. I do have text-to-speech for subscribers on Twitch and YouTube. And obviously Twitch requires a little bit of a payment. So text-to-speech is enabled automatically for anyone in the chat who is joining on YouTube. Anything else going on YouTube? Namaste. Obviously, I don't have YouTube seriously gone yet, but Faubourg, I don't know if I could recommend expecting making a living at chess. You can certainly do it in New York City. If you are interested in teaching chess for a living, there's a microscopic chance that you could do it in New York City. Now, starting out, because the rents are so expensive, you are going to need to probably share an apartment and or share living expenses with someone, and you're going to have to orchestrate that as you get through it, Miles. And you don't even need to be a national master, ironically, to teach chess in New York City. There's so many sketchy outlets. Oh, yeah. Charlotte is a better cost of living than New York City, but New York City has more possibilities. If you can stop by New York City sometime, I don't know if I can say drop me an email, but certainly I do check the Discord, despite it looking like I don't check the Discord all the time. I just don't have time with my busy teaching schedule. Oh, I'm just saying that yeah, Charlotte has a better cost of living per whatever, but at the same time, people aren't willing to spend as much for lessons or are less likely to take chess seriously than in New York City. Now, this is probably not true at the Charlotte Chess Center, but when you've got guys that you're competing with, like the Charlotte Chess Center, that also makes it awkward. However, you could, in New York City, always find students for the most part. In fact, we were just joined by one of my other favorite streamers, who I don't always shout out because I believe he's in Brooklyn.
Said, I just play chess for fun now.
I think he's in Brooklyn, but I'm not entirely sure. TK might be in Brooklyn. But yeah, chess is a lot less stressful. Let's think about it this way. If you truly love playing chess, Miles, I would not recommend doing it for a living. So just to go back to that inappropriate conversation that we were having before, it is a lot like being a bouncer in a strip club. If you're a bouncer in a strip club and you are seeing something all the time as a part of your job, then it makes it far less enjoyable in your free time. Oh, you're in the Netherlands. I apologize. No, but there was somebody else. Maybe it was BK. There's a BK, very similar name, I think. BK Chess Club. I have to look these guys up. I think it was BK Chess Club. Sorry, I apologize, TK. TK also likes BTS, by the way. To know BTS is to know the world. I don't even know how BK Chess. Yeah, I think in the back of my mind, I was thinking of them. Not TK Chess. Exactly. Love you, buddy. I don't get to watch streams very often, but while I'm working or at school, I sometimes will have the stream up. But at school, I won't have myself logged in as me all the time. I will be watching on Twitch. Out of the corner of my eye, because I have a very similar multiple monitor setup at school in between classes. It really helps when I need to get something done and Tata Steel is on or something else is on. But yes, Wang Lee's birthday arena, we do have events for all days of the week. Oh, February 11th. Wait just a moment here. 6th, 7th, 10th. February 11th, I just found out, is Mayori Lu's birthday. So let's go back to this, and we'll click on the calendar. And we're going to check out to see on February 11th. I do not have Mayori Lu's birthday in here yet. But I am friends with both her and her mother. If I can spell it. And as it turns out, these pictures don't really do her justice. But her mother's birthday that's Mayori Lu. She is still 14 years old. Most sites have her listed as 15 years old because her birthday is only listed as February. So 2700 Chess had her as February 1st. I emailed them the correct date. She turns 15 on, believe it or not, 15 years old. She is the number 2 junior girl in the world at the age of 14, right behind Divya Deshmukh. So you have 2700chess.com, and you have drawing a complete blank as I see Frederick has moved over to YouTube. Needless to say, GM Toms and Kantana Chess are related by marriage. To clear up my story that I'd started earlier, I thought he was her much older brother. She seemed much, much younger than him to me. Never occurred to me, honestly. So, needless to say, I would love to move on with my moderators for a moment. I hope everyone sticks around. Please follow if you've not yet followed. We are going to raid Hannah, my good friend Hannah. We met in Paris. We'll always have Paris. Had dinner and drinks with Lily Carizzi, Angelica Chessborn, Anna Maya and I became good friends, Alexandra Prada, Kevin, a.k.a. Blitzstream, the top French streamer, and I had dinner. Or I'm sorry, had a TwitchCon demonstration together. But the girls and I had dinner. Angelica had invited me the day before, but she was dining with Lila Carizzi and someone else, and I felt awkward about honing in on them. Of course, Maurice Ashley was there, my good friend Maurice Ashley, and Nemo, as usual, who had told me about chess in the Luxembourg Gardens area. Let us roll the credits on the sending you over to raid my ever so favorite and lovely Hannah Says. Cheers and ciao, everyone. Thank you for the raid, Kantana Chess.